guys, and welcome back to another series on my channel. It's been a while. I had the Leicester save, there was a few audio problems. Since then, I've got a new computer, I got new headsets, new recording stuff. I didn't get it for the sake of recording. I got it because I wanted it, so I just figured I had it, I may as well give it a go. It's something I wanted to do. So I decided my first series back and on this year's FM will be Newcastle. Bit of an odd choice. I like their squad. I'm going to be blatantly honest. I like their squad. They have a few players I'd like to see at the club I support, Tottenham, but we wouldn't sign them because they're not really performing. Newcastle aren't doing great in real life, let's be honest. Probably going to go down. Hope that doesn't bite me in the arse. Anyway, on with it. First, I'm going to show you the transfers. Then I'll go into the schedule, and then I'll quick rundown of my tactics. I don't know how this series is going to work. I don't know if it's going to be every other month. I don't know if it's going to be monthly. I haven't quite figured it out yet. Hoping to have a video every other day. Either this or another second series I will be starting on this channel of another team in a different league. I'm not going to say too much because, well, let's be honest, if I don't end up doing that other series, which it's looking likely I will, you can't really call me on it, basically. Right, so let's get into the business. I'll start with who I sold. Out first was this guy. He's 29, he's French, got a decent fee for him, as you can, well, 2.2 he's gone up to 3.3, but I figured I wanted to get rid of him. He wasn't going to get any minutes, I figured I could use the money to strengthen, and he's 29. I mean, he's not even homegrown, that didn't even help him. Second player I got rid of was Colback. I got 5 million for him, he's already gone up to 6.5, I have no doubt he'll go down. I just didn't like him. I flat out do not like him. His stats aren't great. He doesn't have the best potential. He's 25. He's not realistically he will not improve. That could come back to bite me in the butt. Hoping it doesn't. Just we'll have to wait and see. And the final player I sold for 5 million was De Jong. He Swansea again. He's 26, wasn't a big fan of him, he wasn't going to get any minutes, I'm going to be blatantly honest, I don't like him, and I figured I could use them in his strengthen, and I did. At the start of this save, I realised I had quite a lot of injuries. In the first team, I had 2 centre-backs. I had Jamal, who's in our under-21s, Lascelles, I'm terrible with pronouncing names. I'm going to be blatantly honest, I am absolutely dreadful. Something you're going to have to get used to. So I promoted him, he's on the Sky Bet Championship, player, he's not a Premier Division centre back, so bit gutted about that, but I decided to loan in Thiago Alori. I think that's how you pronounce it. Don't quote me on it. He's decent, his stats are alright, I've said that, and there's been players with better stats we sold, granted not the same position, and we needed one, and I figured he was one of our only options really, but he'll do for like rotation, let's just say that, he'll do as a rotation. Next player I signed, which wasn't really me, it was more of my head of youth development I think, Tim Evans. He's a youngster, he's a regen. I had add fake players to fill gaps in teams that needed to be filled, so regens, obviously he was one of them, I hope. Yep, for Blackburn, got him for 1.1 million, he's a goalkeeper, good potential. I think he could be a good replacement to Tim Horn, Jesus Christ. Tim Krull in the future. I'm sorry I'm not being the best with pronunciations and all that. Just getting used to this. I'll get better. This guy. This guy. Anit Arbilla. Yep, Anit Arbilla. He looks decent. He's versatile, which I like. We didn't have much depth. I'm going to say this now. Yeah, we didn't have much depth on the right. I needed that. I also wanted someone who could cover in the centre back, because not the strongest in the centre, I'm going to be blatantly honest. He's also our best left back, actually, so worked out well. He'll probably start a few games. Also signed Emmanuel Mamama. Yep, I just said that. From Arsenal on loan. I'm gutted he's only on loan. I did bid for him. He rejected us to go to Arsenal. Then I decided to swallow my pride and get him on loan because we were desperate. 19, great potential. I'm hoping I could snag him from Arsenal in the future. Maybe, well, depends how much they ask for him really, and depends how much I'm given. I'm going to try and not spend too much, although kind of already have spent a bit. Oh well, we'll get into that. Yeah, stats great for a youngster. He could improve. Hell, he could improve this season. He could improve to be our best player, best centre back this season. Wouldn't surprise me. I mean, it's Newcastle. And because of Colback and De Jong leaving, I had some money left over, so I decided to go for Brandt. Brilliant winger. I think he'll fit in our tactics, mainly in these positions. You'll see why in a minute. Good dribbling, good pace, good acceleration, decent crossing, good first touch, good technique, good off the ball, good flair. He's only 19, and I think he's brilliant. I think he will be a starter. He's going to be a key player for us this season. Hopefully he could push us to mid-table. That's my targets for this season. Next player was Lewis Cook, 5.75 million. I think he's worth it. 18. Decent player for the Prem. Well, doesn't say that, but he's suited to the Premier Division. All round, I think he's a good signing. He's got great potential. We needed someone for that position. You'll see why in a minute. And I think he'll fit in nicely. Next player is Brazilian. 7.5 million, Thiago Maia. I really like his stats. He's potential to be 4-star, 5 if trained properly with that. He's suited to Premier Division. His stamina will improve. I'll train him. Not really many cons. There's only one. He's already our second best defensive midfielder. Good ball winner. Maybe if he improves his strength, maybe tackling a bit, he'd be brilliant for us. I'm thinking maybe a more 5-year plan as opposed to a 1-year plan for this series. I'm hoping we could push on and do good things on the series. I don't know how long it lasts. Depends how long it takes to win things on here, I guess, or if anyone gets bored of it. You guys, me, if I have a new series, hell, it could take ages for us to win anything, and by that time, Foot Manager 17 comes out. I hope it doesn't, but don't get me wrong, but it could. Next to go on to the schedule. Friendlies. Yeah, 3-1 win over our under-21s. Perez with 1, Mitrovic with 2. Pretty good win. Cow Den Beef. Dumbia with a hat-trick, Perez with 1, Jack goals scored for them. Then away against Philadelphia we got a draw. Musa Sissoko with 1, and Vincent Nogueira. Yeah, let's go with that. Scored for them. Then away we played Forest. Jamal Lascelles, Perez and Sissoko scored for us. Nelson Oliveira and Jack Cobb scored for them. Then we played Gateshead. Sissoko scored 2. Dumbia scored 1. Lascelles scored 1. Then we got to the first game of the Prem. Fuchs scored 1. Vardy, having a party, scored another. God, they've won the league. Sissoko scored another. Well, our only goal. I don't think we deserve to lose that. The stats don't lie, you know. I think we deserve to win it. Watching the game, I think we deserve to win it. Highlights, everything. Even the stats go in our favour. Just wasn't our day. Next, at home, it was our day. And thanks to this beautiful man, Dumbia. Absolutely, don't want to spoil it. Absolutely phenomenal. Hat-trick. Blatantly got their only goal. Consolation, really. Perez scored again. Stand-up performers. Jan Matt performed well. Mbemba performed well. Sissoko done decent. Teote, Henry Savet. Jorginho Woodsnaldum. Genie done really well. Didn't do that well, but oh well. Mitrovic done decent. Dumbia obviously. Townsend and Arbilla didn't do that well. Next game against City, Dumbia got our goal. We actually went 1-0 up away at the City of Manchester Stadium, the Etihad, yeah. Nasri and Sergio Aguero scored for them. 2-1. They dominated us from start to finish. We were lucky to go 1-0 up. They even missed a penalty, as you can see. Not too disheartened. It is Man City. This game frustrated me to hell. We lost 1-0 to Burton. They got the only goal in the 3rd minute. The entire game we were chasing a 1-0 lead, 1-0 deficit, and we couldn't catch up. Simple as that. I played pretty much our B team for this game, minus Dumbia and Genie, but no. Oh, did he start? God. No, he didn't. We played our entire B team. Came out to bite us in the butt. Don't underestimate small tin pot clubs like Burton. Next we played Villa. Villa scored 2 past us. Yep, that's how bad we are. Dumbia with 1. Mbemba, Perez with 1. Grealish and Gusted with 1 for them. They actually went 1-0 up, 1-1, 2-1, and then we just took over, really. I'd say pretty decent month. As you can see, we're 9th in the Premier League table. Knocked out, God. Yeah, 9th, not doing too bad. 2 wins, 2 losses, I'll take it. Positive goal difference, 6 points in the first month. Hopefully, as our tactics become a bit more familiar, we'll more match training, so tactics become a bit more familiar. No, yeah. Hopefully, we'll improve. This is only the first one. Our tactics are just setting in, so well, they're not that complicated. I'm going to be blatantly honest, but God, I've said they're going to be blatantly honest a lot of this video. Yeah. Hopefully, as they set in a bit more, we'll get some better results, better performances, you know. Tactics. This is the home tactic I'm working with. Usually, these 2 roles change, but usually it's Dumbia and Mitrovic, because Mitrovic has actually been pretty decent for me. I'm a huge fan of Mitrovic in real life. I think he's a good player. At an arguably well, they are underperforming, so I'm not going to blame him too much. I haven't really checked his goal tally. He's done pretty good for them. Hell, he beat us. But I'm not going to blame him if he hasn't got that many goals in the grand scheme of things, considering he hasn't got much service. No discredit to players like Genie, but Newcastle have been far below par this season. I'm sorry if I'm offending anyone with that, but they have. Okay, this is our first tactic. 4-4-2, pretty simple. Wingers I want them to push on. Target man I want him to hold up the ball, so hopefully these guys can, bomb forward. Cut in, well, they won't cut inside, they're wingers, but give some people time to get in the box, for a through ball or whatever, for him to set up a chance. Really. It's quite simple defence. I just want us to have a solid at the back. I don't want them to get involved too much, because I know defending's a big problem for Newcastle, and our defence isn't magical. It's not the best. It's not the best. So I'm hoping, just keep it simple. It'll work well. Second tactic, bit more complicated. Well, not really, but let's just say it is. Up top, false 9. I think I changed that to a false 9 because of a certain player playing in there. Perez. Yep. Pretty alright. This is our away tactic. The reason I have this is I'm hoping Savet, Genie can, rotate between those two here. I'm hoping OM do not bike up Remy, because he is a big part of my plans, and I really, 5 million, I really want him to come back to us, because he will be brilliant there. On the wings, pace, bombing forward, not too far ahead, hopefully wing back possession in midfield. Gonna have to look at some player instructions, see if they can't mark more, close down more, And then these midfielders pushed a bit further back. Ball winner support, because I want him to get a few balls up. I don't want him to just be sitting there winning a ball back and passing on. I want him to be winning a ball back, getting a bit further forward, passing it on then when there's a clear opportunity instead of just rushing into a mistake. He gives a bit more support in this open gap here. Defence, again, keeping it simple, not the best defence. I'll leave it at that. Standard, fluid. Instructions, quite a lot of instructions. I know I said to keep it simple, but when we're away, I want us to be solid at the back. I want us to defend, but I also want us to be able to break on the counter, if that makes any sense. So, overall it's been a decent month. Mitrovic with 2 assists. I said I wanted him to hold up the ball, get a few assists. Happy with him. Dumbia, how can I not be happy with him? 5 goals in the first month, brilliant. He's only on loan, but future fee 7 million. I'm hoping in January, if I sell a few players, shift a few on, I'll be able to pay that and we can have him. Granted, it's only been a month. He could have completely dropped off, but he's been brilliant. I'm hoping he continues his form. If he does, I will definitely be buying him. Genie, Sissoko, Mitrovic, with the assist. Savet with the best passing. Not the best stat-wise. Good passing, good average rating. He's not been bad. His finishing needs to improve badly. That one thing I will say. No red cards. Tildes were getting yellows. Kind of expected. Don't know why. He's not an aggressive player. He's really calm. But he's going to be a big pain for me. Got 2 injuries to Anita, 3 weeks, and Dummett, 3 to 5 weeks. Hopefully they'll be back soon. But yeah, I guess that's it. Good roundup. I hope you guys have enjoyed the first episode, a bit of a roundup of the transfers. How this series is going to work, I think I'm going to do... I can't make any promises. I don't know if I'm going to do it every month or every 2... I'll do it every month. I'll do a video. round up if there's any important games. I don't know, a final, a semi-final, a big game against, I don't know, Chelsea away. I might live comment. Well, I will if it's a final, obviously, or a big game like we're gonna win the league, which won't happen. Well, I don't know. Could do. We do have a genie. That was a really bad joke. Yeah, so I don't know how this is gonna work yet. I haven't fully figured it out. I hope you enjoyed the first episode. Please subscribe if you like the video and want to see more, because I will be continuing this. I guess that's it. See you next time. Bye.